Hello everyone, welcome to the Ask Me Anything today about marketing mini sessions. So that's what we'll be focusing on today. So if that's what you want to check out, this is going to be a great way to talk about like what you're doing right now. If you're focusing on mini sessions or you want to jump in and focus on mini sessions, this is going to be a great Ask Me Anything, because you're going to be able to see what it's like to set it up through the PhotoBiz platform, how you can create entire like marketing little hub pages. You can also create little landing pages in general for making mini sessions. You name it, we're going to focus on that today, and how you can also utilize some of the other marketing tools such as pop-ups. If you want to have people who just fall onto your website and let them know about upcoming events that you have, you can utilize that utilizing the mini sessions as well. And if you're needing to create any email marketing features, like if you're sending out to a group or anything like that, this is something you can utilize as well, and then also eventually share on your social media channel. So we're going to give people some time to get seated. If you have any questions, please leave it in the comment section. We're going to focus on that today. So really excited, really enjoying the new features that are now part of the scheduler that allow for booking mini sessions easier than ever. So if you don't know about that feature, we're just going to run a quick little video so you know what we're talking about. Alright, so again, you want to know how you can utilize these features for yourself, for your business. That's what we're going to focus on today. So I'm going to give people some time to get settled, leave some comments or questions in the comment section. That way we know what to focus on. If there's something that you're really struggling with, or you just want to know how to do something, hey, we're going to focus on that today. So I'm going to give people about 2 minutes and then we'll get started. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get started. You know, if you join in, if you have any questions, please let us know. We're going to go ahead and just start moving ahead. So you know what we're going to be focusing on today is we're going to be talking about mini sessions and how you can market them. So I'm going to go ahead and load up our website, the one we've been working on. And yeah, let's go ahead and get in there. So we have our website here. This is what we were focusing on. And this is our control panel. Once we're in there, you'll be able to go to the website builder. And you'll see right away, here it is. We can see that these are the sessions that we've been building. You can see that we created a landing page directly just for our last mini sessions that we built in the previous Facebook Live. You can see that we created this session where, they can choose here, they can select their mini sessions that's coming up, that when we were going to shoot, and the dates that were available for that booking. So if there was any in March, there they were. If there were any in April, there they were. But right now we're going to reset them, get them set up, so we're going to have some more session opportunities through April. So let's go ahead and set that up. I'm going to go back through here. We're going to go to our scheduler. And then you can go back to your services. There we go. And then you'll be able to see the types of sessions that we created. You know, we had our tiers here, we had our mini sessions here, our studio's Mother Day session, and our outdoor sessions available here. So we can see what those were set up to. You can see when you click on them, you'll be able to see the availability that was booked out for them. You can add more dates. So maybe, you know, now we're going to add more custom date ranges. We could do that. You can also add them right directly here, or you can create a brand new one right from scratch. So let's just add some more dates right away that we're going to have for our event. So maybe we want to be able to book them through, you know, the following. We're going to do the Friday, the 7th. And, you know, you can modify the times here as well. If you need to keep it in 12 o'clock, you can do that as well. So I'm just going to go ahead, make that change here, 12 p.m. to 5:30. We'll just keep it that way. And then we'll add a couple more dates in here. So we're going to go ahead and make the modify changes to it. We're going to do Saturday a little bit longer, 8 till 5:30. Sounds good. And again, if you need to add in a bathroom break, you can. So maybe if we want to change that, we're going to go ahead. Since this is a longer day, we're going to do 8 to 1, and then we're going to have a bathroom break in between all that. So we'll go back to that 8. We'll go here. And then here, we'll change that 1. We'll change it to, you know, lunch break, bathroom break, whatever. We'll start it again at 2 and go to 5:30. And we'll add one more in there, and that'll be that Sunday. We're going to do a short session on that Sunday. So let's go in there. We're just going to make that one from 10 a.m. till about 2. How about that? There we go. There's our dates. And if you needed more dates, you could add that in there. But I'm going to save changes. Yep. We'll already go ahead and make those changes. And now that's going to add to that calendar that we have here for the outdoor sessions. And then we can also update our studio one as well. You can see that the dates have already passed for this range. So we're going to add more dates to it. We're going to do the same thing. We're just going to add just a couple more dates. We're going to do it the following weekend on the 14th. Maybe we'll start it on the 15th. And we're just going to do those in short little sessions. So we're going to do a 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. for that date. And then we'll add one more date, and that'll be that from the 16th. We're going to do that from 11 a.m. and we'll do that one maybe till 3. How about that? 3 p.m. Save our changes, and there we go. Now we have our dates updated for our calendar. So when we go back to this calendar that we have available here, we're going to refresh it, and both of them will be updated now. The ability to see what's available. You can see that there were some dates available now. So when we click on it, here they are. So now they'll be able to schedule what day they want. They can go right in there and start booking right away. If you're going to take a prepayment or anything like that, you can set that up directly in the back here. So you can have that. So when we go to the details, you can see if you have, you know, yes for booking, booking and payment, or no, none at all, not active at all. So you can set this up how you want to for every type of session. So maybe we just want to have a booking only, and then we'll take the ability to get paid a different way. One person recommended or asked if they were able to add like some type of form functionality to that, and yeah, you could totally do that. And maybe we'll set that up next so you can see what that's like. So when someone is able to, you know, after they get their thank you, they get a thank you appointment confirmation, but you can see there's a contract here that they can go ahead and fill out. So when they fill this out, that's where they can do all the contract information. And from there, you can also modify it to have options such as this. So when in here, they just want it for the booking details and signature. But if you want to, you can take the payment directly here after they've made the signature and everything else. So if you're going to add a payment option, I'll show you how to do that right here. You'll go in here to your forms, and you'll see you'll have the signature option, but also payment. So we're going to go ahead and put the payment module in here. You want to make sure that it's set up. You can go through here through advanced and whatever the final payment's going to be. So we had it set up for $400. You can either charge tax or no, and if it's a digital download option or not. You can hit that save changes, and there we go. So now it's set up through our merchant, whatever merchant you selected. So when they go through here to book that Mother's Day mini session, they'll be able to go ahead and put in there and then put the payment in. So let's see what that process is like. So I'm going to go over here. I'm going to make sure that we had our scheduler set up just for booking. So when we come here, make sure that our details are there. We have it set for just booking. So when we go to this session type, we're going to go ahead, save it. We're going to go in here. We're going to choose our date. We're going to choose our time. I'm going to go on the 15th. I'm going to choose 11 a.m. And then I'm going to put in my details. So it's just Jeremy Tyler H at photobiz.com, and then your phone number. We're just going to do 555-555-555-555. There we go. Book now. And they're going to get that, and you'll see right away they'll get that email confirmation, but they'll also be able to go ahead and fill it out here too. So they can go ahead and click here, and it'll send them straight to the contract, and then they can start putting those details in here, and then get the digital signature and go through the payment process like that. So whatever merchant you use, you can have multiple merchants here as well. Right now I just have PayPal selected, but you can integrate your Square or Stripe or anything else that you utilize here. But if this is somehow you want to create it where they're already getting something directly right away, some type of contract, you can go ahead and have that set up directly through here. And that's one way you can do that. And this will also be triggered to send out as an email as well if you'd like. So you can put it in as instructions or any like things like this. So you can get an email notification once they've signed up. You can have that always here. And you can also set up an email automation. If they haven't done that signature part, you can create an email automation that can also send out that form if you want to. And I'll show you how to connect that. So we're going to go ahead and take that form that we've created. We're going to go ahead, get it from our details section. We're going to go ahead to our instructions or our thank you. Yep. See, they'll get this thank you message. I'm going to go ahead and take this. I'm going to take this right here. And we're going to go to our marketing section. In our marketing section, you can go then to email automations, and then right in here, once they've set up something in the scheduler, this is going to be a scheduled one, you can then choose your type of one. So if you have one for Mother's Day right here, we have one set up. So we're going to go through here. We're going to create one that is going to be called a general message. And so you can see right here, the general message one we've already created. So you would basically select the type you want and its trigger times and all that before the appointment. This is going to come out the next day to them. So we're going to set it up. We have it right here. Put it at the first. It's going to be our top level one. We're going to click on it, and here's where you would add your message. So where would you put your message? This is where we're going to add that message that we created. So we want them to be able to fill out this contract. We're going to just make it a little bit bigger. We're going to make it centered or something like that. And then we want them to fill it out. And you can see where we want this to link to. There's the button here. If they don't click here, they can have the button. The button will send them directly there. So then it'll be triggered like this. So they have this now. This email will be sent to that recipient. It comes out the next day. So about, if they sign up at 9 o'clock at night, they'll get something 9 a.m. in the morning telling them, hey, please do this if they haven't done it, So this will trigger out to them. You can make it where it's like, hey, if you hadn't filled this out already, make sure you've signed a contract and made your payment. And once that's done, there you go. Now they're in your system. Now you got that payment. You got that signature in there. And what's really nice about doing a form option like that is you then have the ability to remarket to them later, which we'll focus on. That's going to be key because now that they're in our funnel, now anyone that's been tagged with the Mother Day Mini 2023, I'll be able to send a remarketing campaign for follow-ups or any type of event that I have in the future. So that's something you can do. When you're building it on your website, you don't have to be thinking about just about the upcoming event, but you can create something that's for all the events that you have coming up. Say we're going to create a page. We're going to go ahead and create a brand new page. We're going to use some existing assets so I don't have to change everything too much. I'm just going to copy this banner, and then I'm just going to bring it over to our new page. Our new page, I'm just going to call it upcoming or, event sessions or something like that. And why would we do something like this? Well, hey, maybe you have tons of different types of events and sessions that you're going to be hosting throughout the year. You can go ahead and start getting those pre-bookings now. How about you do something for Christmas, but go ahead and have it here on the website if someone's already interested in doing like some type of event throughout the year. Maybe they don't want to do the Mother's Day one. Maybe the summer one's a little too close for them. Maybe they're watching at budget dollars, or maybe they're working up so they can do the Christmas one that you might be having, or some other holiday, or maybe you do a Halloween theme one or a fall session. This is giving them opportunities to go ahead and pre-plan and pre-book those events in advance. So you can go ahead and create a page like this. So I'm going to take what we have here. I'm just going to change the name. I'm just going to call it events. We're just going to call it event sessions. Check out all our events for this year. Plan ahead and book while availability, or while still available. There we go. Okay, so now we got that. So we can see different types of session types that are going to be available, and this is where you can start doing some of those options. So here, maybe you'll put something down here saying, I'm just going to put some general words like looking to book any session photo shoot this year. Look no further. Jane Doe Studios has you covered. See all the available events for 2023 below and book your session in advance. More sessions may become available. So you might have something like that. So if you're wanting to let people know that you have these events that are available now, here we go. We got that there. So we got some words about it. And then you're going to go ahead and have your scheduler. And what you can do is then you can kind of create like a little hub, right? So that's what we're wanting to do. We want to create like a hub for people to be able to purchase so they know the types of events that you have. So I'm just going to create some more events. So let's go to the scheduler again. Go ahead, create some new ones. You can have them all hosted in this area. So how about we go in here? Well, let's see what happens when we try to create a new one. We're just going to go ahead and start from scratch. So we're going to go in here, going to create a new one. And maybe this is our summer one. We're going to go ahead and click custom dates. This is how you can create the mini session style. So custom date wise, so maybe we're going to do summer session. You can have that. You would put your words here. Words go here for the event type. So you can have that. Duration, this is how long each session can take. So if you're going to try to fit as many as you can put them at 15 or start at 30, wherever you want. And we're just going to make it start at $250. And we can go ahead and if you want to have that booking or booking with payment, I'm just going to keep it on booking for now so you can see how the workflow works. So we have that there. Boom. It's in. Now you can start adding those custom dates. This is where we're going to start doing those summer sessions. So maybe we're going to start shooting them, the 10th of June. And we're going to start getting those. And we're going to wait till the sun goes down a little bit. We're going to do these in the evening. So maybe around 4 we start. And we run that thing till about 8. So we're going to get a little bit longer, get some of those nice golden hour time frames. So that's what we're working on. So 4-hour event. And then we can start adding more dates to that. Maybe you're going to be doing this pretty much throughout June. You can have that on every Saturday, if you want to. Or, however you're planning to do it. I'm going to set it up here again, 4 to 8. And we're going to do another one. We're going to do that the 24th. So we're setting these up. Every weekend you plan on doing these, giving people time to know, like, hey, if they want to plan this shootout, they got 3 chances. So go ahead and book them. So if you're at the beach or something like that, you can go ahead and have these planned out shoots. Awesome. You can then set up anything. You need to have an image that represents it. Let's see if we have anything. So maybe we're doing something summer beach related. Let's see if we got anything. Let me check. Gotta have something, right? I'm just going to type in summer in my stock. So maybe we're going to pick something like this. There we go. Now we got a summer session available. Maybe it's something cool for the teens, We're going to do something like that. Got that in there. And then we're going to just modify a little bit because we want to make sure that image looks good when we tell people to. We're going to edit the focal point, make sure it's set up the way we want to. All right, we got that. So next session, let's go ahead and create another one. Let's go ahead and start. Maybe we're doing something back to school sessions or something like that. Back to school. Maybe we're doing that one weekend only. So we're going to have that session. We're going to make them 15 minutes. Type. So whatever you're going to describe this event as. Price, we're going to make these. We're just going to do these for 200 bucks. And you can put in here the description what you plan on advertising, what you're planning on giving them for that event, and if you're going to make a payment right up front or not. We're going to go ahead and add our dates. We're going to do these right in the beginning of August. That way, it's right before school kicks off, or maybe you're going to college and you want to get those final photos in before they head on out. We're just going to do it for a 2-day weekend. We're going to start it at 8 a.m. and then we're going to run this to 1. And then we're going to take our break, right? But we're going to do it again. Go back to our August 5th. We're going to start again. We're going to take a 30-minute break. We're going to start at 1:30. In fact, we're going to start at 2. How about that? That way, just in case, we got to get that lunch break in, right? We're going to run this till about 5 p.m. How about that? That's our weekend. We're doing that, and we're going to do it again for another day. We're going to make that one a little bit shorter. We're going to do it on that Sunday. We're going to start that at 1, and we're going to run that till about 4. There we go. There's our dates. Oh, let me change it to, there we go, the 6th. There we go. Got it in there, so now we're good. There's our dates, back to school, and then we need an image that represents this type of shoot. So we're going to choose something. Let's see, I'm going to just type in school, see if anything pops up. That's cool. I like that one. So maybe it's like this image. Or this one right here. Let's go for that one. There we go. We got our back to school shoot ready. And you know what? Let's do 2 more. We're just going to create this hub, right? So we want to make sure that it looks great for the rest of the year. So all these types of events. So let's do our fall sessions. And again, it's not that hard. Once you get them set up, you're booked for the rest of the year. And it's really awesome, right? So we're going to do these. We're going to do these, it'll take maybe a little bit longer, 45 minutes, because we're dealing probably with families. And we're going to make that a little bit more pricier, $300. I'm going to take that booking. I'm going to put this in here. We're going to go ahead. We're going to change this. We're going to shoot these in October, because we want the colors to change a little bit, right? And we're only going to do that for, we're only going to make it for 1 day. How about that? 1 day shoot. We're going to start a little bit early, around 10 a.m. We're going to run that till probably about 4 that day. But we're going to put 1 break in there. We're going to put our break in at 2, and then we're going to start again. Okay. Got that. And then we're going to go ahead. We're going to start it up again at 3 p.m. And we're just, yeah, maybe we'll go to 6. How about that? Maybe it'll still be enough light out by then. All right, 1 day event. We got that set up. Your words will go there. Going to have that set up, yes. And then need an image that represents that. I'm going to see what's in our stock images. I'm just going to type in fall. See what we got. Anything that looks good. There we go. That's a cute one. How about that? I'm going to put that in there. Representing our fall one. And guess what? We're going to put in 1 more. Maybe there's got to be something for holidays. Maybe we're doing our Santa shoots or something like that. We'll see if Santa comes up in our description. I'm just going to type out Santa sessions. Put that in there. Hey. Oh, oh, oh. Something like that. We'll just put something description-wise. And, you know, Santa sessions, since we're getting a Santa, it probably costs a little bit more. So we're just going to make it $400, 30-minute sessions, children. We're going to do that different ways. You know, we don't have to do them at Christmas time because it'll be too busy. We want to get these things printed out in November so we can start sending them out for our December, right? So let's go ahead and shoot those maybe the following weekend. Maybe we're doing these right after our fall sessions. We're going ahead and having our Santa sessions ready. So we're going to go ahead and set that up. We're going to do those. We're going to give them a little time. We're going to do those 10, and we're going to do those probably, not too long. We're going to do those 10 to 2. And we're going to add it on a multiple day because we're working with an actor at that point, someone who's coming in as Santa. So we want to make sure that we're not taking up too much of his time and his day as well. So we're going to do those sessions 10 a.m. to 2. And we're going to do it one more. We're going to roll it into the following weekend, right into the November. We're going to do that on Saturday as well, and we're going to run that one a little bit longer. We're going to do that one 9 a.m. and we're going to end it at 2 as well. So he's just giving us an extra hour that day, and we're going to do that one more time. And on our Sunday, the 5th, we're going to put that in there. We're going to give him a 9 a.m. and we're going to run that a little bit shorter, right to 1. How about that? So now we got our dates and times in. 2 weekends for that. We're doing our Santa sessions. We're going to see if we got an image that represents them. We'll just type in Santa. Is he going to come up? He didn't come up. I'm just going to type in holiday. How about that? I think we'll get the idea, right? So if I type that in, we're just going to say this one, holidays. There we go. All right, we got our sessions set up. So we got all of them ready. Now we need to make sure they are housed on our website. I'm going to go back to our event sessions. We're going to click here. In here, we're going to go ahead. We're going to see our mini session types, and we're going to all to display. So you could have them all single if you want to have single pages, if you're doing a single layer, and we'll do that next as well. But we want to have this as a hub. So let's see what we have available. You have different layouts and options. Something that's designery. I like the contemporary square. I think that's a beautiful layout. So I'm just going to make it 3 by 3 for now and see what we got. And then I'm going to go to our services, and then I would like to choose which ones to display or custom schedule. When I do custom schedule, I like to pick which ones are going to display in which order. So if I'm going to have our outdoor mini sessions, I'm going to select that one, and then I'm going to have our mini sessions for studio, then mini sessions for summer sessions, mini session for our back to school, mini sessions for our fall sessions, and a mini session for our Santa sessions. So we're going to hit save changes, and now they're all going to display. And now we can see what this page looks like. I just put a little simple design on it. Let's go ahead and see what we got. So you can see the events, and we're going to change some of this styling, but right now you can see how it's growing like this. We got this thing going up there. You can see the details that we've added here if they're available. It'll kind of just make it nice for the page. So we're going to go back in here. We're going to modify it. I don't want it to sit flush. I want it to come in, and I don't want them to sit right on top of one another either. So we're going to mess with our styling. We're going to add a little ultra thin. We're going to make the flushing off, and then I'm just going to see what that looks like. I'm going to hit refresh. Oh, get rid of this. Don't need that. And there we go. So then we're going to just modify this page a little bit. We're going to give some air to breathe in these areas. So we're going to modify the styling a bit. Going to put some thick spacing in between this block. There we go. And you can see I'm getting something. Now we just need to modify some colors. Easy enough. We'll go back to this block. And here you can modify some colors. So if you have an overlay, you can keep the overlay color, the shape text color, anything like that if you want to. I'm going to change the title color to this more burnt orange tone. So you can have it where it's sitting all on white. Oh, got this form still up. There we go. So you can have it sitting all on white like that, or you could do something a little bit more designery if you want to. We can see you have background colors. You can modify shape background colors, anything like that. If you're going to modify anything else, you can add a little gray tone to it. I'm going to do that just a touch. And you can see like when you're putting it in there. Whoop, background. Yeah. You can see that. Whoop, there we go. There we go. So you can keep modifying all the colors and textures that you like. When you come into here, there's your images. It's going to kind of go off into its own little sub area, and you can see the dates available. It's going to bring those right up. So that's really nice. So you can see them directly. It's going to drop them right in there so they don't have to worry about trying to find it on the calendar. It'll display the dates available right then and there, the closest ones. So if you do this multiple weekends or anything like that, you can see how it displays and all the times available. So it's really nice, very convenient. when it comes to setting that up. Sorry about that. Looking good. So yeah, there you go. We've got our one-day event planned for that, and then the following weekend, what are we doing? We're doing Santa sessions. So you can see them all available right here and there, and they can start booking their times, what they want right then and there. Very nice, very simple to set up. You can easily do this. We did this in a matter of no time. So if you're doing something like this, you can have them all hubbed on your website at any time of the year, and you can just drive traffic to it. So if you want people to say like, hey, I have lots of sessions coming up. If you want to see these particular ones that I plan on doing, go ahead and book in advance, and you can start planning today. Because hey, some people like being able to plan in advance, like, oh man, look at all these session types that she's got coming up. You know what? I really want to do what have I not done with my family? I want to do a fall session. This is where they can go ahead, book that time while it's available, and you already know, and you're already starting to collect money if you've taken pre-bookings, any of the payments right away, and you're already getting set up, knowing everything in advance, like what to look forward to. And if something really is taking off, you might want to be like, hey, I'm going to open it up to more dates. You can add more dates on the calendar when it comes to time. So like if I passed all my Mother's Day ones like we did when we set it up at the beginning, hey, we added more dates. So we're in there. We added our next weekend because we wanted people to be able to know about this upcoming event. So that's one way you can keep the marketing funnel going, because one thing this does is it shows how busy you are, but it's also taking prepayments in advance. So you're constantly already thinking about your rest of your year now versus waiting and then advertising. You can go ahead and start advertising all the events you have for the year if you set it up this way. So this is really nice. So think about what you want to do, how you want to market to your companies, to your clients, and how you can want to keep them just in the funnel. So this is great, especially for past clients. For new clients, this would be fantastic no matter what. But for past clients, this is a great way to entertain them with a session type they hadn't thought about that you might be able to do. They might have already done something else. Maybe you've done wedding for them. Well, guess what? Now they can see that you have sessions, especially if their family's growing. They might want to do an outdoor mini session. Or maybe they have a teenager. Maybe they want to get some photos before they go off to school or go off to college. This is a great opportunity for these types of sessions. Or maybe they're little still and you want to do something fun. You can get those Santa sessions in there. Or maybe you're ready to take some family photos. Whatever it is, whatever style of photography that you do, this is a great way to have it on your website at any time to start collecting, booking, and payments now. So that way your year's already planned out and you don't have to worry about it. Now you just can worry about any session in between and marketing those. So this is fantastic to go ahead and have something. And again, remember, you're not taking less payment. Maybe you're just modifying what comes in the packages. So maybe your normal session is like $200 to book, but you're doing IPS with the standard client and they're getting, whatever they want, more a la carte. Whereas these, you're giving them the opportunity to hey, you book with me, you get 2 5x7s and 1 8x10. This is the total package cost. So then if they want to buy more, that's where that IPS element comes in. So think about how you can do that from the marketing angles. So now that we have this on our website, how do we drive traffic to standard people? People that just come to your website to look at anything on there. Maybe they don't know that you do these types of sessions. Well, we need to drive them there. And there's a great way to do that. We're going to utilize some pop-ups. So we're going to go to our pop-ups. We're going to go to the marketing section. I'm going to go back to email campaigns. You can see right here all the things that you have, but we're going to click on Pop-Up Builder. Go up here. You can create your new pop-up. I'm going to create a new category. I'm just going to call it mini sessions. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new pop-up. You could have it as a promotional bar, but I want to grab their attention. I want to drive them directly to the page right away. You can see that you have different types, announcements, video, or something that just says hello. So I'm going to start with the one that just says hello, and we're going to modify this one. We're going to make it super, super visual. Maybe it's upcoming mini session. So which one we want to focus on? In studio, Mother's Day. Maybe we're letting them know these sessions are booking fast. I'm going to shorten it just a bit. Booking fast. And then you can put in insert details like only a few slots left. Book today while it still lasts. So if you have your in-studio Mother's Day sessions, you have that right there. You can have it like that. We can modify it. We're just gonna say maybe something like only slots left. Maybe something like that. There we go. So now we got something that says only a few slots left, and then some details, and then we can drive them there. So we're going to modify it. We're going to choose a different image. I'm going to choose something from our clipboard. I'm just going to choose this photo right here. Yeah, there we go. Got my wife and son in there. That's a nice little photo, right? So how could you not love that, right? You're going to see that and you're like, oh, I got to get these Mother's Day sessions. Very talented photographer, Ashley Latham Photography, who is a PhotoBiz customer. She shot these photos. So you can totally put this on your website like that, you know, have a pop-up like that, and then you can drive them where you want to go. So we're going to drive them directly, so you have multiple options. So if you have a single event page, you can send them straight to the event page. If you have a page dedicated to that session type, you can direct them directly there. So it's up to you. If you want to do multiple options or you want to keep it singular, it's up to you as well. You get 2 buttons that you can program. I'm just going to send them directly to the events page for now. That way they can see that. Book today. Because what's nice is we can also, they'll be able to see these Mother's Day sessions, but they'll also be able to see other ones that are available as well if they want to. So we're going to have that, you know, and then we can go through our stylings, how we want it to pop up, if we want it to pop up at the side, the corner. How about we do something different? We're going to do the bottom right. This is becoming more common as we see it. It's just a great way to look, you know, very designery and less intrusive, but still able to take over the page for them. So we got our button colors. Maybe we want to change that. I'm going to make it a little bit more of our orange tone that we have, that burnt orange color. I'm going to bring it up just a little bit. There we go. There we got that. So now there's our button, looking awesome, looks branded. You can modify the fonts if you want to, but I'm going to keep it as is because I think this is nice. It's beautiful. It's very minimalistic. It's very modern looking. So then we're going to publish it. And then this is where you can modify it. So I'm just going to change the name from Welcome to Mother's Day Mini. So we have that. And then you can choose where it displays on the website, builder area, which pages, specific pages, if you want it to pop up anywhere. So if they were on this event page, you could tell them there's only a few slots left. But we're trying to entertain anyone that comes to our home page. So maybe they haven't seen that. Or you can put it on all pages. It's up to you. I'm just going to put a specific page. It's just for people who've landed on our home page directly. And we're not going to put it in proofing because, hey, we're not entertaining that. So when to show, you have 5 seconds. We want to do that way. And then you can choose the frequency, how often this is going to show. And we're going to have this running. We're going to start publishing it now, but we're going to run it all the way up to the event. So the event is that weekend. So we're going to publish it all the way up to the day before that Friday. So I'm going to hit publish. So now when we go back to that page, you know, when we hit refresh, now we programmed it to pop up in this corner. So it's going to come up. It's going to tell us, hey, there's this event coming up. There it is. Look how long 5 seconds is. Not very long. People worry about things not popping up immediately. Statistics have shown that if you give something a little bit more brevity, it'll actually help you in conversions. So, you know, just wait a few seconds. It also makes it feel more rewarding that way. So, they got here, they're on the page, they were scrolling, and boom, they saw this, and immediately they're like, oh yeah, let me get this session. They're going to click on it, and here we go, right into the session page, and then they would see that immediately, and then they could book. So you could have it set up that way, or you could have it set up to go directly to this booking page. So if this is something you want, you can go ahead and program it this way as well. And you can have it set up this way. Now, we recommend only having one pop-up ever on a page because you don't want multiple pop-ups. Too many pop-ups are distracting. Also, it starts to feel like the old ways, right? Remember how annoying pop-ups were? They literally created pop-up blockers because they were so annoying. So, we don't want that. So we want to make this fresh and exciting. We want to make sure it's inviting to our customers. So we're going to create a page. You can put that link directly there if you want to. You can edit and then republish. Since I've already clicked on it, it's not going to trigger out for me, but what it would do is it would give you the opportunity to put any of that in there. So you can make that button go to any page that you want to, or directly to a link. It's up to you. So I would just choose an external link and then paste it directly, go to that page if I wanted to. So you have those event sessions, mini sessions, there it is. So if I was going to make that change, you'd hit publish. I don't think it will trigger, so let me go back to the home page. Let's see if it does. It's probably already cached that I've already clicked on it. Oh, hey, there we go. So when I click here, take us right to it. There it is. There's our session. So then they can start going ahead and booking. Like, oh, there it is. There's our dates. We're going to put it in there. We're going to get it, and we're going to go ahead and start that shoot, start that booking. So that's what's fabulous. So you're doing the on-site marketing with the pop-up. Now, how do you entertain people who've already signed up? Again, the way we have this set up is when they sign up, the book, they get that contract. So that's really nice. So you can set it up that way if you want to, or if you have past accounts or you know these customer types and you created your own customer types, you can go through the back end to the CRM, to our contact section. You'll see everyone that's listed here. You'll be able to see the types of tags there are, who's been tagged with what. We have one. I wonder who that is. I'm sure that's me. And then when you're going through here through your marketing, you can then go to the emails campaign, create an email campaign. So we're going to go ahead and create a new one. We're going to create a new category. We're just going to call it minis. And we're going to create a new one. And here you can start with a blank one, or you can start with something that already exists. Let's start with this mini session one. This is what it looks like right away. It's kind of got this nice little Eastery, spring feel to it. So let's go ahead and pick that as our starting point. We're going to hit select. What's nice is if you got your logo loaded into the branding section, it's automatically going to generate it in here, and you can see the images and stuff like that. Here you can modify the text, whatever you want to say. You can also change out the image however you want to. So I'm going to change the image. There we go. We're going to go in here. We're going to change the image here. I'm going to select something from our clipboard. I'm going to go back over here. And maybe we're doing this one. We're going to pick one for the outdoor shoot. We're going to select one here. It's perfect, right? So we're going to select that one. That's our new image in. It's in there now. And it's going to be able to go directly to the session type that we have. Once you have the links set up the way you want to, you can put it right in there. So if I was going to pick this one, I'd go back to our single day event or our Mother's Day sessions that we created over here. I'm going to select on this one. We want to drive them directly there. Looks like we got a comment in the section over here. I'll take a look in a moment. And then you can drive all the links to go directly there. So I'm going to make this link, this image. Also going to make this button link. So now, when we click on this, they'll trigger out. So when you click here, it takes them directly to there where we want to be able to put them at. We'll also have this button here as well. You can put all the details you want. You can modify the colors if you want. If you don't want that green tone, you can click on the paintbrush here. You can modify the colors. Maybe you want to make it look more like your website's colors. You can go through there, find the right tones that you're looking for, till you kind of get what you're going for. So then when you make those changes, you can see how it looks. Just make sure it's the other colors and everything else match when you go into the design elements. Deb has a question. Let's see what Deb says. Not sure if you covered this. I was using the Google Calendar prior to moving to PhotoBiz, so can this calendar link to that, or do you move it all to this? Or how do I maintain both easily? So if someone was booking with you, what you are going to want to do, and you want to add it to your calendar, you want to go over to the scheduler. You'll see right here there is a calendar feed. Now what this calendar feed option is, you're going to get this code. What you're going to do is you're going to add this code to your own personal calendar. So if you use Google, Apple, or Outlook, you want to click right there. There's a link. You see this link right here, how to link to your feed. You can choose which calendar that you use. So if you use Google, click here, and it'll walk you through it. You'll select this code. You'll come over to your Google Calendar. You'll see where it says Other Calendars right here. You'll click on From URL. You'll paste that URL in there. And what happens is, it takes Google about 12 hours to link it properly. But once that's done, you'll get a sync. So you get a one-way sync. So whenever someone books on your side of, through your business, it'll then populate over here those details onto Google's calendar. So if someone books on your website, you're going to see it directly populate here on your Google calendar or whatever calendar that you use. So it takes about 12 hours with Google's to get it kind of like synced up properly. And then with Apple, I think it's instantaneously. You get copy the code. You'll go over here to New Calendar Subscription, paste in that code, and then boom, all your events will start populating directly in there. And then I think it's pretty much the same process for Outlook. You'll come to Outlook, copy that code. You'll go to the bottom. There's a calendar icon, add calendar, subscribe from web, and then paste in that code. So that's how you get in there, and then it'll sync. And it syncs one way. So it's not a two-way sync. So if you cancel from your Google Calendar, it won't sync up in here. The only way you can reschedule or cancel is directly in the back of here. So if you need to change any of your appointments or anything like that, you can see your appointments in the back here. You can search throughout, next month or anything like that. Someone's booked anything. You can see all the events up here. So if you need to do anything with that, you can click on the event. You can cancel for that person. Start a conversation if you need to talk to them about it, or reschedule. So if you have to do anything like that, you can change the time and all that stuff if you need to change the dates or anything. So all that will be done in the back end of the control panel for the scheduling itself. But yes, you can add all this directly to a Google Calendar, so you can see all that directly on your Google Calendar. Great question. So yeah, we pretty much got that. Yeah, yes, you're welcome, Deb. If you need any help, please reach out to our support team. Again, you can live chat with us. You see this icons over here? Click that blue icon. You can talk to our team. We're typically under 15 minutes, so boop us anytime. Our team is there to start helping you whenever you need it, okay? If you have any trouble getting it synced up. But yeah, that's pretty much it. The only other things I would do to this email before I send it out, I would just change some text colors or anything like that I have. You can go onto that area. You can modify it directly here. Maybe the background color, you want to use this or not. You can then also modify the text color. We're going to change it from white text content. We're just going to change it to, let's see, text color, button text. What do we got it set to now? Is it white? Oh, let me get rid of some of these links. Yeah, so you would want to modify the colors here. So in those sections, just modify them however you want to. And that'll be it. And then you're ready to go. I'm just going to change this color, make it to a more peachy tone. Maybe that orange color that we've been using. That burnt orange. There we go. Now it's going to represent my brand. When I go over there, you can see it. It's looking good. Maybe I change the background color so it doesn't have like this tone as well. You can do that easily as well. Just go back through here, background, modify it from a green tone to maybe more of that peachier tone here. So now it's definitely going to feel like, her website. So we're going to go ahead, there we go. Then it'll pop them right over to our website. And they're ready to go ahead and schedule. And they can see all the dates that are available, and they can start booking right then and there. How awesome is that? Super easy, super, super simple. And now you've marketed to your website. So when you're going to go ahead and send it out, you're ready to send this email out, and go over here, hit send. Now you can send it to all your contacts, but if you know specifically, like you're going to target people who did a different event. Maybe these people have already had your mini sessions. Now you're going to target them from spring to maybe fall ones or Santa ones. Whatever you've tagged them with. You can go through your tags, select which tag you want to utilize, hit continue, and then go ahead and send that email out. And this is where you can say Jane Doe Studios, who's it from, and he's like, Santa Minis now booking. So you can have something like that, confirm, you can send it, and then if you have your account verified, you can send that email out. And that list will get it versus everyone, because not everyone's going to be the right fit every single time, you know. But people who've purchased a specific one or haven't purchased one, this is where you can start targeting them, saying like, hey, I have the perfect mini session for you. If you know people who have kids, this might be better versus sending them the one for Santa or something like that. So whatever's perfect at the end of the day is where you're going to, you know, target them with. And then you'll be able to get that data, how they've opened their emails, all that stuff. We have tracking back here, so you'll be able to see all your email campaigns that have been sent and track and see how those are doing. So you're keeping it marketing, you're keeping it circular. Next is you can do other things. You can create this page, you can keep these pages out there, individuals. You know, we created Mother's Day sessions that you can now drive people. You have a targeted landing page that you can utilize. You can send people directly to. So if you want to, you can have that there available. Or if you're doing just for one single event, you can have that there as well. So we have this one. This one's ready to send out. We put a little process section down here. So it's a little bit more of a landing page so they understand what the whole process is like. And then you can copy this, send it directly to your social media channels for them to book on. Or you can we created a new hub. And this hub is really great because you can now show off all the events that you're doing for the year that are mini session style events, so they can start pre-booking in advance, and you can see how busy your schedule gets. And this just is a great way to market how focused you are and how busy you are and how the events are. So this is like subliminal. When they see you're busy, they're going to want to take advantage, right? Because they're going to come in here, they're going to be like, oh no, they ran out of the Mother's Day. Okay, well, I see they have something else that we can do. Oh, maybe they can do this fall session instead. So think about the future. Think about how customers might perceive things and how you might be able to market directly to them, different types of events throughout the year versus just thinking right now. Because yeah, everyone's thinking about the right now, but with mini sessions, you can long-term plan. You can long-term plan into the next year and the following year, depending on how you set it all up. So these are some ways that you can definitely utilize the booking tools, marketing tools, and everything else you need directly through PhotoBiz on your website. So really excited about what you're going to be able to do. Let me know if you have any other questions. We still got a little time left, and I'll answer any questions that you might have. While I wait, again, if you want to know more about what's going on, check out our blog at photobiz.com. We have some great resources there. You can see what's new this month. If you hadn't seen it yet, here's what's happening and what we've got coming out right now that we've updated for the month of March.
Hello, and here are all the updates for March 2023 for PhotoBiz. It's now easier than ever to use the PhotoBiz scheduler to book mini sessions and manage your mini session schedule. We released enhancements to how you can set up and offer custom services with mini sessions in mind, plus enhanced calendar view for you and your clients. We launched a new version of PhotoBiz. We launched a new website this month, our own. In addition to our website now being powered by our own platform, we send email marketing with our email marketing campaigns builder. Our blog, yep, you guessed it, is a PhotoBiz blog. And we share design concepts with our pro services clients using client galleries. Look around our new website and reach out to our passionate support team for help with your website and your business. Option to migrate from Rackspace DNS to Route 53. We have used Rackspace DNS service for many years, but now it's time to take the DNS infrastructure to a higher level. That is why we have decided to upgrade our DNS platform to Amazon's Route 53. You can now migrate your DNS from Rackspace to Amazon Route 53 DNS with a few clicks. This is a free upgrade available to you. Our system will walk you through the switch, and you can always call our support. The benefit of upgrading to Amazon Route 53's DNS includes scalability, reliability, and speed. Something brand new? A flag for form submissions and orders. There's a new way to see new form submissions and orders in your account. This month, we released a new flag that'll appear on orders and form submissions in their respective areas within the control panel. This flag will help alert you to what's new since your last visit. You can also use the notifications area of your account to see new orders and form submissions together. That's it for this month's updates. If you have any questions, please contact our support team. We'll be happy to help.
All right, so yeah, that's all the things that we have brand new for the month of March. If you missed those updates, you can always go back to our blog.photobiz.com, see our growth hub, see everything out there. Again, we've been focusing on our new scheduler mini sessions functionality because, hey, this is the time to do it. This is the time to set it up, get it ready for out the rest of the year. It's a great way to continually make money, and it's a great workflow. You can easily get people to book on your website, and then you can create different options, like create that contract option if you want to go ahead and have that there, take digital signatures. Then you can take the money as a deposit or full payment. Then it's really up to you how you want to do it. And then you can also automate it with those email automations with the scheduling functionality. So this is a great way to keep that going. If Deb has a question, if at any time I wanted to see my website in another template, is it really that easy to switch? And what if I don't like it as much? Can I undo it or go back to mine as well, back to the original one, or select it or start from scratch? Great question, Deb. So let me pull it up. I'm going to go back over here. So, right now we have our template. I'm just going to pull it up so we see what it looks like. There it is. I'm going to get rid of some of these pages too. How about that? Let's make it a little bit clean up. Let's clean it up. So, Deb's question is, can you change your template at any time? Is it really easy? Yes. So what's really nice about it is if you already have a pre-design, you already got your template set up, you can see what it looks like, right? So we have that already. We know what it looks like. We're going to pull it up here again. We're right now using one of our new templates. It's set on here. So we have that set. So if you want to change that, you can easily do that as well. You can see the templates that are available. Click here. Then you can go through here. So we have Turner selected, and then maybe there's another template that we like. Maybe we like how Diane is set up. You can totally choose that. And what it's going to do is when you're going into templates, what you want to do is you want to look at a few things. And I'm going to pull up a thing real quick about it. You want to go to our guides. We have a brand new guides here that are available to help you learn anything you want to. So how do templates work? So what you need to focus on is the design. Where's the menu placement? How it works. It's kind of like a structure. It's a wireframing for it all. So if it's a split menu, top menu, floating logo, sidebar, those are the things you want to look at. Bottom menu, or more compact design style. So these are things that's going to be like. So if you're changing it, you can easily change any template to look like anything you want to. So if you're commercial, it could look like this, or family could look like this without much changes. You can also change, just removing the placeholders and adding in your own content. But whenever you want to change a template, you can change it and modify it however you want to. So we're going to change it to Diane. And when we change it to Diane, you can either check it out sample-wise, what it looks like. You can preview it before you set it in there. This is what it looks like with that one. So we have that one. But if you want to preview it before you make it go live, go back, click preview. This is what it's going to look like with your content on there. Now, what you're going to see is some modifications. Maybe sometimes the presets for Diane don't add for flushing, but you can always modify that global setting. You can see how it's changed a few things, a few settings here and there. What you want to do is just modify some of those settings when you go throughout it. Maybe you don't like the layout. That's fine. You can always go back or choose a different type of layout. Maybe I'm going to choose Alfred instead. I would go ahead, select Alfred, go back, then preview that as well. You can see what it looks like. Now this is looking pretty good. Might be a few modifications I want to do in there. But if you see something that you like, you can go ahead and choose it and move forward. I'm going to choose one of our newer ones, Hopper. Go ahead and select that. Go back, preview it as well. You can see it does more of a darker tone, which looks pretty cool. And maybe I like this one. Maybe this is the one I want to go with. You can select that, turn it on, hit save. And what it does is you can see right away, new accent colors, new buttons, new things have changed. Well, what if you don't want to keep that as yours? Well, guess what? You can always go back. Hit save, and you're back on your original design. What's nice is you can see there's a renaming convention here. So when you change this, you can say this is like your 2023 look. You could have that. But maybe you like Walker, and maybe you make a bunch of changes to Walker. Maybe you don't want to have that orange accent anymore. Maybe you change it to black or something like that. If you make all those changes, I'm just going to make some quick ones. Maybe you go to a blue tone. You're making those quick changes. There we go. Instead of the peach tone, maybe we're using, I don't know, more of a grayer tone. So maybe you're like, oh, I don't like how this tone looks later. You can always change it. Watch this. So we've changed it. Now we have our 2023 look, but maybe you've had this look for a while. So when we go back over to it, get rid of these real quick. So now when we look at it, again, it had this orange tone. Now it's going to have this blue tone to it. And you can see some of these blocks have been modified at the block level versus at the global level. And what the difference is there is, I'll show you, is these blocks had preset colors, but someone has override. When you click on the color in that block, you can see the background has been customized. You can just change it and turn it off. And it's easy to do, or you save changes from there if you want to. But you want to leave those colors as is, you can. If you change anything, this is the global settings directly here, but maybe you want to go back to the original color settings. That's fine. Go back to add templates, click on Turner again, and then we're going to turn on Turner, and you can see those default colors are now back in place because we didn't change the defaults earlier. So when we hit refresh, there they are. They're back in those orange. So you can keep modifying the colors. It depends on how you make things. So if you want to learn more about how templates work, I recommend taking a look at here. And if you want to understand how colors and stuff work on global versus a block level, I'm going to put that in here as well. But you can always check them out in our guide section. Our guides have plenty of details about how the system works. And this is great because some people are like, well, this color didn't change. Well, that color might have been on this setting versus at the block level versus the global settings. So you can modify it. So you have the ability to override the global settings for that template. So here's some more information about how that works as well. But from that start, when you select a template, it's going to auto-populate all the content within there, within that template that you select. But you can't start completely from scratch, but you can always change your template to any look that you want. That way you're not losing, because if you change a template and it completely changed everything in there, you might lose all your content. So we don't lose the content. The content that you place in there is always going to be there. It's just the outer shell, where the menu is placed, how that's styled will change, and then some blocks might change just on the global settings. But you can always modify the global settings if you need to. You can come over here. You'll see where it says stylings. So these are all the global settings directly for the Turner template. And again, maybe you leave it as is, but maybe you just want to change this on a block level. You can change the block level styling, change it from what it is, and you'll see it has a customized tag when it's been modified. You're welcome, Deb. I hope this explains it. But yes, you can modify the templates however you want to. You can change it any way you want to. And I love this functionality. A lot of people don't know about it. It's like a little Easter egg is. But if you have multiple versions of that template, you just want to change the color out, you can make multiple versions of this template. So maybe this is your 2024 look. You can have that and then select it again. You can keep adding different versions of Turner just with modifications. Maybe you'll know this is the Turner version, but pink or something like that. And instead of this orange color, we add all our pink tones instead. So you can keep making those types of tweaks however you like to. There we go. Then we keep our peaches. And then when you go on the view site, now we're going to have that pink tone throughout, and there you go. So you can keep modifying it however you want to, create multiple versions of a style template however you want to, with different color changes and things like that. So yeah, it's very fun, very easy to do. All right. I think that's pretty much it for today. Again, check out our guides whenever you need help. They're fantastic. They help you solve pretty much any problem that you might be facing. Again, if you ever need extra help, please call our team or live chat with us. We're always there to help you whenever you need it. Great resources. Go to blog.photobiz.com. And if you ever want to do some one-on-one, check out our education.photobiz.com. You can see all our upcoming events, but you can also hire private coaching for $100 for 1 hour. We can focus on anything that you're working on. So Deb, if you want to get an expert in there, you want someone to, hey, can you make this look beautiful for me? You can get that design assistance, and they can do that. They can set up your proofing. They can set up your e-commerce. They can set up your scheduler like we did today. So those are some things that we can focus on, or help you create marketing campaigns, or set up your forums. You name it. There's tons of resources there. We want to make it easy and affordable for you so you can be profitable at the end of the day. So all those are available. Check them out. And hey, check out our new PhotoBiz.com. If you haven't seen it, we've refreshed our entire website. We are now utilizing our own platform to build our own website. So something long time coming. Very, very great. Take advantage of looking at this. You can see how our website's built, and hey, you can imagine your website built the same way. Oh, for sure. Yeah, take a look at that. I'm going to send you the link as well. Education.photobiz.com. Great resource, Deb. Here it is, down in there. If you ever need any extra help, you get one-on-one with our experts. You might even get some time with me or one of our other educators. So they'll be able to help you right then and there when you need it. So very, very fun day talking about the new abilities. If you want to know more, if you have questions, or if there's something you want to learn about, please leave it in the comment section for the future to help us plan better content for you. Thank you for allowing me to showcase this today. Had fun doing it. I love this new functionality. I hope you'll be able to utilize it on your own website so you can keep busy, stay profitable, and hey, let's keep going towards the future. Thanks again for joining me. I'll see you next week.